You can find us at BWSSpodcast.com and on Facebook at BWSS Podcast. This is because we said so. Let's start the show.
And now, recording from beautiful and sexy Miami, with your hosts, Seth and Laz and Research Lucas. It's because we said so.
Are there any coins that this might be tough, where you can't change who's on that coin, like the $1 bill? Like, is Lincoln always going to be the penny? And if they get rid of the penny, like, does it get bumped up to the nickel? The penny's got to go, right?
The penny's never going to go.
It has to go. Bro, we should do, you know what? We should do a show about the penny. That would be interesting.
I had to break a 20 for like 4 cents the other day.
Really?
It's fucking annoying.
Wow. Hold on.
Literally
what?
like
4 cents with a 20?
It was like $10
like,
and 4 cents or something.
Like something like 20.05 or some shit. And I had to break another fucking 20.
I got you.
There's no way.
I got to shut my door.
Way to get it right, Lucas.
Yep.
All right, well, yeah, this is because we said so.
Imagine
we got
you
Seth
lose
and
it.
Mike 1. We got Laz at Mike 2. And we got, wait, here he comes,
Hey,
Lucas
thanks.
in Mike 3.
Hey.
Is that a picture you took in the background?
Yes, I did.
That's pretty cool.
Thank
Did you have like it on a tripod or what? It's a crescent moon, like that would be a waning crescent. No, a waxing crescent, right?
I'm going to go with what you said because
Okay,
I'm not quite sure. No, I took that on my phone leaning up against the trunk of my car.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. All right, well, you can get us at our website at bwsspodcast.com. All the music is by The Unsilenced. We record at Arcane Studios. And just the three of us rocking it today. I've been just kind of digging it. So my friend Alexander was over here today. He's really into crypto NFTs. We used to play a lot of tennis together. We're going to get back to playing. But anyway, he's going to be on in a couple of weeks or so. Where we really delve into what I got going on for NFTs and talk about the business a little bit, and all that. And then, hopefully we'll get a couple other people in here, like Camilo back and Jackson and all that. Jackson and I have been talking about doing a project together, so maybe we'll get him on when we start talking about that. And so that's pretty much what we got going on. Topics of today. So we're going to be talking about Kazakhstan and everything that's going over there with the unrest and all that. Heart attack drone save. Anybody? Oh, speakers. Nobody? Okay, nice. Miami coin. Anyone? Miami coin. So anti-5G scams, WTF news, weather, Laz's corner positivity. So, and I guess that's pretty much it. So how was everyone's week? All good?
Yeah.
Slow
Okay.
week,
Yeah.
not bad.
Slow week? Okay.
Little icy, little snowy.
That's cool. There's nothing wrong with that. My week kind of flew by. What's that?
Fish-tailed like 4 times going to work.
Did you go out plowing or what?
No, I never got a call.
Oh, fishtailing? And what car? The Genesis?
Yeah. It's rear-wheel drive. I wasn't even trying to. I went around a curve to like 15
Yeah, where
miles
you
an
live,
hour.
man, there's not a lot of traffic, and sun comes out, warms things up, and then it freezes at night, and then it's done.
Yeah, this was the morning after. They plowed it, and they don't get enough salt down, so it just compacts and becomes ice immediately.
I hear you. All right, well, yeah, I guess sorry about that, but at least you're getting snow. You've been wanting snow. You're bummed out you missed out on the snow, so I'm glad you got some snow.
Yeah. Thank you.
So, all right, so Kazakhstan. None of you guys had heard anything about what was going on, right?
No idea.
It's only like a couple days, well, a few days old now, and definitely a bit of a. Well, I mean, it's kind of messed up what's going on over there. You can understand why things are going on the way they are, but it's starting to be kind of change the geopolitical landscape in Asia, and we thought it'd be good to cover it. So I'm going to go ahead and just jump it off with the first article I have. This is Scott Newman from NPR. There's chaos in Kazakhstan. Here's what you need to know. So a new year has gotten off to a very bad start in Kazakhstan. On January 1st, the government lifted the price cap on fuel, setting off sudden and steep increases in the cost of liquefied petroleum gas, which most people in the Central Asian nation use to run their vehicles. That move sparked widespread protests that turned violent as security forces cracked down. In the days since, a presidential residence and mayor's office in Almaty have been burned. The country's main airport has been stormed. And as angry Kazakhs clash with police, there have been reports of looting. However, information is sketchy and authorities have restricted the access of the internet. So yeah, they turned the internet off. It was off for like 5 days.
How much of a price hike? That's why we probably didn't hear about it.
So, I mean, so they didn't really go into actual numbers, but like went from like what we would pay like $3 or $4 up to like $10, something like that. So, and the reason people were pissed off because it mainly happened in the area of Kazakhstan where most of the oil comes from. That's where the oil prices went up the most, or the gas prices went up the most. Like, we live here, we're working our balls
it's coming
off
our fucking land.
Yeah,
like,
and they're not making that much money because it's all going to the politicians, really. So it happened in their neck of the woods. They're freaking, barely getting by. Gas prices are going up there. We're like, you know what? We're done with this. So we're gonna revolt. We're gonna protest. And it started off as like grandmothers and and concerned citizens to like everyone jumped in, and now people have taken advantage of it, which happens here in America where people start looting.
what thing is, I never understand why the gas prices just go up. Like, it's not
because they had a legal cap on it. Like, you can't raise it above this amount. And my guess is they're suffering like everybody else. And as soon as they lifted the cap, this person raised theirs, and now this one raised theirs, and everyone's like, well, fuck it. That would be my guess how they got there.
I know it's not unlimited, but there's so much. Like, I know here we raise prices based on supposedly state needs and federal needs. So they're just, we need more money, so we're just going to raise the prices of gas. So it makes, like, for here, like I said, it's like they raise the prices based on what their needs, or they need to come up with more money, so they just tax more gas. But, like, there's always a supply of fuel and oil.
Sure.
It's like we're not running out of it, so, like, why are you guys making everybody else suffer?
Yeah, I hear you. Well, remember when they had the pipeline attack? Remember it happened where they got in, they hacked it, and they shut it down. And of course, the hackers didn't realize that it was going to cause such a big deal. But down here, I guess it was a state of emergency, right? So they enacted a state of emergency, and what that does is that makes it so they couldn't raise the price of gas, no price gouging. So it's a similar situation here. It just seems like over there, they had it going for so long, and as soon as they lifted it, people just went buck wild.
It's crazy as fuck.
Yeah, it is crazy.
Because at the end of the day, they know we need fuel regardless. You know what I mean? Like, even the other day, I think I went to inside the gas station because I had to buy some stuff. So I was like, just put 50 on one. It didn't even fill up.
50?
Yeah.
Wow.
Didn't even fill up, and I wasn't empty. Like,
Sure.
You know what I mean? Like, I was like at a quarter tank. I'm just like, fuck it. And it only went to like a little over 3/4.
Sure.
And I drive a Passat, bro. Like, fuck that.
Yeah.
It's a little car. Like,
I hear you.
Doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, for sure. It's not something you're going to see here, I think, ever. It's just the way it is. I mean, we have our own petroleum reserves. We're slowly moving away from it as it is. We're the Saudi Arabia of natural gas. So we are a little bit more secure, but with all the output that they have, and, especially in the area where the freaking oil comes from mostly, they shouldn't have to worry about that crap.
Yep.
So the country's interior minister on Friday acknowledged that some 3,800 people have been detained. A police spokesperson said on state TV, dozens of attackers were liquidated. I don't
even want to know what that means.
Perhaps most ominously, President Tokayev earlier this week invited a Russian-led force as backup. He authorized Kazakhstan's security forces to shoot to kill anyone he described as bandits or terrorists. So these people are protesting. I'm sure things are going a little crazy. But yeah, like, shoot to kill. Could you imagine? Imagine, like, not even Donald Trump, would be like, shoot to kill,
Well,
use any force necessary.
Is it the supporters or not?
Yeah. But yeah, it's crazy. So the question is it really about fuel prices? And the answer is kind of yes, kind of no. The roots of unrest in Kazakhstan, which won independence 3 decades ago, as the Soviet Union evaporated, the roots of unrest, they run deep. The story is not about the gas prices. The story is about power. It's about inequality, and it's about a lack of political choice. So Tokayev has also been saddled with the legacy of his powerful predecessor, Nazarbayev, now 81, who rose through the political ranks in the Soviet-era Kazakhstan, then went on to rule the country from its independence in 2019. So he basically, Nazarbayev, he ran shit there for a while, and he was there when they kind of separated. And the new person that came in is a little bit more pro-Putin. But Nazarbayev has kind of been in the background, still kind of running things. I think he came up with a new, I guess, position, so he could still kind of run things, but at the same time, not be president anymore. So it's crazy. It's crazy what's going on over there, but it's a little bit of a power struggle between the old regime, Nazarbayev, and the new one, Tokayev, which is, things are going crazy there. And Russia and Kazakhstan, they share like 4,700 miles of border. And that's a security thing. Like if, let's say all of a sudden Canada was like, fuck you, America. We're like, oh shit, that border, we got to do with the border now. And that's kind of what's going on. Like a lot of the Soviet countries that separated, and I think there's 12 of them. It's quite a few.
Eastern Bloc.
What's that?
The Eastern Bloc.
Yeah, quite a few of them. That's 11. So Eastern Europe's Ukraine, Belarus, Moldova, the Caucasus, Georgia, Armenia, Azerbaijan, and Kazakhstan, Kyrgyzstan, Turkmenistan, and Takistan and Uzbekistan. That's a lot of stands, folks. I'm just saying. Jeez. But anyway, so 11 of them that have separated, and some of them are more pro-Putin and Russia. Some of them aren't. The ones that are, they get special treatment. They get breaks on, on imports and energy, and the loans are low. And,
the rest are, fuck you.
Yeah, and the rest are, yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. But Putin's always wanted these countries to reunite, and he thinks the separation was one of the worst things to ever happen in the country. And, kind of like China still thinks Taiwan, there's still us. I know you guys left, but you're still part of Mother Russia. It's crazy what's going on over there. So, of course, what ends up happening is Russian troops got sent in to kind of help quell the unrest, which obviously Tokayev, he's pro Putin and pro Russia, so he offered for them to come in and help. Of course, they jumped at the chance, so a lot of the citizens are even more pissed off. It's like, yo, why are you bringing these people in here? Like, we're protesting what's going on. We really don't like the whole, influence that Russia has on you, Tokayev. It would be really nice if you would just peace out. And now you're bringing in their troops, which is making things even worse.
Before this situation, how is the country doing as an independent country?
That's an excellent question. Lucas, can you look up Kazakhstan?
Like economy.
Research Lucas.
Yeah, Kazakhstan economy.
Homelessness, stuff like that. Like, are they okay?
Yeah, I guess so.
Didn't they have that really good
GDP growth? Have that what?
Didn't they have that really good news reporter come out of there? I think his name was
Borat. Sure.
I'm not gonna lie. I almost made that joke in the group chat,
dude. What's funny is he actually did a commercial for Kazakhstan. I think it's hopefully you get a little bit of tourism going in there because of that. I'm sure it will help. A lot of people went to New Zealand because of Lord of the Rings. I know it's not the same thing.
But they're not going to go to Kazakhstan now with unrest.
Well, no, not now. Yeah. Definitely ruined it. Go ahead, Lucas.
At least Kazakhstan GDP as of 2020 was 169.8 billion.
Okay.
Belarus 60.26 billion, and Uzbekistan 57.71 billion.
So they're doing pretty well compared to the rest of them. But Kazakhstan's really big compared to the rest of them as well. Okay. I got you. All right. Well, it sounds like they're all doing about the same. So I guess what's interesting also, China, You know how they always have to get involved, but they have they share a border with Kazakhstan as well. So China, which also shares a border with Kazakhstan, there you go, and is no stranger itself to heavy-handed tactics to quell dissent, praised Tokayev for his forceful tactics. On Friday, Chinese President Xi Jinping, in a message to Tokayev, called the government's response highly responsible, according to the official Xinhua news agency. So it's like, yeah, good job getting the army out there and shoot to kill, I guess. Good Lord. The fuck? So
I don't know. We kind of get through those things here too when there's like protesters and stuff involved, but not
Sure.
like shoot to kill.
yeah.
But
Yeah, shoot to kill, man.
no, National Guard.
He was
shit.
on television. He said he had given the order for the police and army, quote unquote, to shoot to kill without warning. Not even like freeze. It's like, no, binks.
Fuck.
Shit. So Isabella Khurshudyan, Washington Post, Khurshudyan, Khurshudyan, Putin dreams of Russian sphere of influence. Kazakhstan's protests are the latest to push back. So this is kind of what I was talking about before. But yeah, in 2005, Ukrainians launched their Orange Revolution and began to shake off Russia's influence in the country. And that's kind of what got Kiev's pro-democracy leanings going. 2 years earlier, an uprising in the Caucasus county of Georgia had ousted its Soviet holdover president. So back in 2005, 2004, even 2003, they were really like, listen, we're done with this Russian influence. We want to be our own thing. So they started voting out and pushing out all of the political people that were more pro, kind of like what Hong Kong would like to do, but China is just done with that. Hong Kong just, it's not even Hong Kong anymore, sadly.
No, it's China. It's back to being Chinese, correct?
Yeah, and they've taken down statues and they've taken down murals and they've changed all of the people that live there. They've all been voted out or moved out or whatever. So, it is what it is. Let's see. Anything else here?
Imagine like all of our states became not all of it. Like just like we're just gonna be
Canadian.
like, oh, we're gonna be Florida, the country
Nope.
now.
Yeah.
Or like, I mean, they always say Texas and California always be like, oh, maybe they want to move. That's never gonna happen.
Texas always, everyone thinks California should because they're like Lucas, look this up.
Research.
The
Maybe it's 8 or 9.
largest.
I think it was 7th last I looked. But California's freaking, economy alone is like 7th in the world against other countries or something
really?
like
Seventh in the world.
in the world, bro.
$3 trillion.
So where does it rank? It was 7 when I last looked. It might be lower now.
Fifth
5th.
Fifth in the world.
2020.
So yeah, California's
From-
economy
from
alone
Wikipedia.
is 5th in the world right
Shit.
now. Well, as of whenever that was. So that's why they're saying, California should. Texas, because Texas likes to do its own fucking thing.
Yeah. They've already had 6 flags. That
I'd go to Six
Had-
Flags. I love roller coasters.
no, that 6 Flags started in Texas, and they named it 6 Flags is because Texas had 6 nation flags fly over it.
What?
Like United States and England, right? How
Yep.
Texas have had 6 national flags
Oh.
in its history.
Oh, okay. I got you
Like
now.
6 state flags.
National. So in other words, over the history, there have been 6
Oh,
different countries that have claimed Texas.
Pretty much either nationally
Mexico
or
for
on a-
sure.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I understand.
Yeah.
I get it. Like
They tried 6 times, and I don't think it's going to work out.
Yeah. Hey, if they want to go.
What do you have to do to succeed? That's
Get like
you have to
2/3 of the
vote on it,
government.
and then America has. So it has to go through your state senate, and then the national senate also has to vote on it.
oh, so that's never gonna happen.
No.
No.
So anyway, but I feel like we should bring Puerto Rico in as a state before anything else. I mean, that shit should happen a long time ago. Just saying. So Kazakhstan, Nazarbayev was considered the lone leader in the region who could say no to Putin. So he was the only one who's like, no, Putin, no. So that was Nazarbayev, once again, the old president that created a new position so he could kind of stay in power a bit. 12 years Putin senior and a Soviet legacy, Nazarbayev had Putin's admiration. Many even speculated that Putin might try to follow Nazarbayev's example of how to continue ruling even after officially relinquishing the presidency. Then on January 5th, Kazakh protesters pulled down a statue of Nazarbayev. And analysts say it was a chilling development for Putin. Putin supported Syria and Belarus, as we know. So, Syria, we know what's going on there. That country got completely obliterated because America and our friends were backing one side and Putin and Russia and their friends were backing the other. So you have this proxy war where the only people that freaking suffered were the citizens of Syria. And Belarus, we know what happened because they pulled freaking the dissident out of the freaking sky when they forced a passenger jet flying over its air to land in Belarus. So,
I know somebody from Syria, and it's basically the poorer people that suffered from that whole shit.
Yeah.
Because the other people.
Well, the rich people probably just moved somewhere else.
Yeah, they just sent their not even kids. If let's imagine your daughter's 25. All right, go live over there. Go live in Saudi Arabia. We're good. The rest of the world, the rest of the country, they just live in shambles. That's what it is. It's fucked up.
It is fucked up.
Because I was the dude I know, I'm like, yo, how does that work? Why? He's like, why did you live? It was crazy over there. And he was living in Saudi Arabia already for 7 years, and then went back, and then his family just sent him over here.
Thank the Lord.
But that sucks though.
Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah.
I hear you. Let's see. Arkady Dubnov, a Central Asia expert, said the former Soviet Union is going through a midlife crisis. So
remember, it's only been 30, 40 years, right?
30 years.
30 years, yeah. So it's still fresh.
It's fresh.
The same thing with
but it's what's happening. The younger generation is yo, I don't want anything to do with you. That's same thing with the Arab Spring and all that stuff, and when all these other countries fell. I'm trying to when Libya fell, and Gaddafi just got freaking obliterated.
And paraded through the streets.
Yeah, dude. We don't have to go into it. It was pretty fucked up, to be honest.
I just feel
definitely, super disrespectful, regardless of how you feel about him.
I was talking to my dad today, and I was just certain things is going on in certain countries. I'm 35 now.
Sure.
I'm by the time I'm 50, do you think that I can be able to fuck you, be able to be able to just go to Haiti and not have a fucking problem anymore? And he's 50. He's no, it should be done. Their problem should be done in the next 10 years or 5 years. I'm but I'd love to go and just fly on a plane, get a rental car, drive to my parents' house and just relax and whatever, fuck it, and come back. You know what I mean?
Sure.
Without having to worry about somebody trying to rob me or kidnap me or do some fucking crazy shit.
Yeah, I think that's a fair way to feel.
Yeah, and now every week or every couple weeks, some countries having a fucking big ass problem where you can't even go there.
Sure.
You know what I mean? It's annoying as fuck.
I hear you, man. And
over dumb shit though.
But there are countries that are a lot worse.
Yeah, of course. But but most of the time it's over something stupid as fuck. Somebody right now, this situation is over somebody being greedy. You know what I mean? Somebody just wants to make more money off a gallon than the next guy, or just rape the fucking country.
Pretty much.
You're fucking everybody anyways. You're fucking your own family at this point. Obviously these people have more money and more power, but still, it's fucked up. Yeah,
completely. Yeah. So we'll definitely follow it to see exactly what happens. But it's more about. It's more about the citizens being really sick and tired of the politicians.
Well, that's the same thing with Haiti and all the shit that happens over there as well.
Corruption and favoritism.
They burnt gas stations. The country is basically not livable to do random regular things.
And this is right now. Like this stuff just happened not long ago.
Yeah, and then
it's been happening. Then the earthquake and the
then
president.
like even like my uncle's there, like his couldn't even take his daughter to school for like 6 months.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like how the fuck? Like you're worried about traveling. You're worried about even just going to the store.
Yeah,
just doesn't make any sense.
No, it certainly doesn't.
But the people that started not caused the problem, they just got fed up with their government.
Sure, and it happens. I mean, we're sort of having some of that shit happen here. To be honest with you,
not really though.
I mean, not that to that extent, but yeah, when you got citizens storming the fucking Capitol, you know, because they don't like the way things are going, they don't like the fact that Biden got elected president. And let's face it, that's what it was about.
It's never going to be a day where you wake up and you can't take your daughter to school. Or I wake up like this morning and...
Well, unless there's a fucking shooting, which definitely happens.
Yeah, it happens, but like at the end of the day, even if there's a shooting in your city, you'll still be able to take your kid to school in the morning.
Yeah, that's true.
Even when they had the riots in the city of Miami, like, I would never live over there. But at the end of the day, I would still be able to walk Layla to school in the morning after the day is over.
Fair enough.
You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Their protests were after 7. You know what I mean? Like,
we're gonna protest from 7 to 7:45. Okay,
7 to 2 a.m. and then after that, back to normal.
We're gonna go home.
Yeah, like exactly. At the end of the day, I think we take for granted that we live in a place that it's gonna fix. Even if it's gonna happen day after day for like a week or two, it's done. The next day, it starts back to normal life.
Sure,
like
that's true. That's true. Go ahead, Lucas. Right in the middle of another yawn. That's like your 10th yawn already, bro. It's 7:15.
What time did you wake up, Lucas?
9.
I keep going to the 4 cameras. Damn it. 9?
Yeah.
Come on, bro.
I slept in.
Yeah. Act like it. So, Lucas, what happened to the trophy for Final Fantasy? Let's look at that.
Well, work got in the way, and I just honestly haven't been able to get down into the shop because pretty much as soon as I get home,
you don't have to make excuses, okay? Seth's just at home not doing shit all day except his own shit.
I'm sorry, but I'm launching an NFT, you know?
Yeah, but you're home launching NFTs and doing...
the past 2 weeks, Alicia was home.
Well, he does have a good excuse. He does not have a wood shop. I do.
Yeah, that's a very excellent point, as a matter of fact.
Yeah, fuck that. Seth's at home not doing shit.
Dude, I'll tell you what, if I had a wood shop like that, I would definitely be making something. That's for sure.
Seth's at home fucking chilling, vibing.
I'm not chilling. I come into the
You're not chilling,
camera.
but you're doing everything
Well,
here.
2 weeks from today, I start my new job.
Then we're going to give you a fucking hard time. We're going to give you the same hard time that you give us.
No way.
Nobody cares about what is going on. We're busy, bitch. Fuck. Like...
Well, anyway.
How often do you have to leave?
I have to. I drop Alicia off. I pick her up. But like I said, for like 2 weeks, she was home. Because she was just freaking homesick, and so for like I don't know, like all Christmas through New Year, she was home. So, and Elena was working because other people at her job had COVID, so she had to like do more work. So legit, it was just me and Alicia for like 2 weeks.
Oh man, today Layla's school called. Because somebody in her class had COVID, and they're like, you can keep her at home for 5 days, or you could just send her to school, and if she has symptoms, we're just going to send her back. I'm like, yeah, she's going to go to school.
Yeah.
I'll talk to her. Like,
yeah.
Fuck that.
No, for sure. For sure. Dude, speakers have been on the whole time. I keep forgetting.
You said it.
Laz.
I know, but no, it's not Laz's fault.
He said speakers himself.
I had to switch it over to this one. I freaking forgot. That's all right. I'm an idiot. All right. Any shout outs over there, Laz? Just Lucas. You're the only one that's going to have an echo.
Shout outs. Shout out to the AT&T lady today when I was buying Layla's phone. She was very nice.
Okay. Nice.
Sweet. For once.
So we're going to see how long Layla's phone lasts.
Oh, yeah. We'll see. I told her today, I said, if it breaks, it breaks. Keep your old phone because fuck you. not like that, but.
Sure. Well, if you get her a good case, she should be fine. I mean, I've dropped my phone a couple times.
Yeah, but I hate the cases make the phone feel like it's not the phone.
It's not your fucking phone, A. And B, if you want it to last, all you got to do is get it a good case. You know, this case costs like $13.
Yeah, I already ordered the case.
Yeah. So it should be fine. Just saying. Any shout outs there, Lucas?
No.
No? Okay. Good job. I'll shout out Alexander. Came over today. He's a friend of mine. You remember him? I mentioned him. He works at there we go. That's much better. So I mentioned he worked with us back in the Gotham days. So I haven't seen him in a while. Came over. We talked NFTs. Like I said, he's going to come onto the show sometime soon. Hopefully, should be in a few weeks, whenever you want to talk about it, and we can actually get together on a Monday. But beyond that, I guess. Shout out to Elena. She did just scrubbed the house down.
Yeah.
So really, really good job.
She's like, leave your shoes at the door, Laz.
Yeah, right. Yeah. So I mean, hands and knees. I helped out. I did.
Liar.
I did. No, I did.
You got a spot there. You got a spot there. You got a spot.
But she decided just to go ham.
Where's Seth? He's been in his cave all day.
Did she at least vacuum the studio, or is that still kind of off limits?
Absolutely.
I'm gonna do my inspection.
It's spotless in here. Are you crazy?
Don't check under the desk.
All right.
Text me or email me privately.
We're gonna take our first break, and we will be back with quick news, WTF news, and that's what's up. Boom.
Boom. Stocks and crypto.
Yes, we hear you. Yes.
I know. I'm just fucking. I heard everything. That just sometimes the mic doesn't pick up everything, but now I can.
Not that mic. The other mic.
Is it your mic that's doing that?
No.
This mic picks up sometimes a lot of stuff, but sometimes.
I mean, they're decent mics, but my the
other one,
diaphragm mic. Forget it.
The other one fucking hears your heartbeat, bro. Fuck that.
You got that Predator microphone.
Why are you nervous, Laz? Did you eat today?
Sounds like I feel like I hear hamburger in your stomach. Did you have a burger and fries? Is that?
And you're not sharing.
All right, so we're back, and I guess we'll jump right in.
It's time for quick news.
All right, BBC drone helps save cardiac arrest patient in Sweden. An autonomous drone has helped save the life of a 71-year-old who was suffering from a heart attack. The drone delivered a defibrillator to a doctor helping the man who became ill while shoveling snow outside his house in Trollhättan, Sweden. Trollhättan. The man, who didn't wish to be named, told BBC it was fantastic that it arrived so quickly. The company behind the drone says it meant that defibrillation could begin before the arrival of the ambulance. Everdrone says it took over 3 minutes from the alarm being raised until the automated external defibrillator was delivered.
That's
so just
great.
over 3 minutes, dude.
That's fire.
Can you imagine? Brrr, heart attack, 3 minutes later, drones dropping off.
Clear.
Yeah, right? It was he was clearing thick snow from his driveway when the cardiac arrest hit. Dr. Mustafa Ali, who happened to be driving past at the time, rushed to help him. I was on my way to work at the local hospital when I looked out the car window and saw a man collapse in his driveway. So luckily he had a doctor, but one of the things they're concerned with is, do you know how to use a defibrillator? I'm pretty sure we've seen on TV. Yeah, but what they're saying is they did a test run, and I think, went out 10 times and only once it wasn't actually able to get to where it needed to go. But the average person, I mean, If you saw one, do you feel like I feel like you'd probably be able to figure it out, right? Just put these two things on the test and push the button.
Nah,
Clear.
I think it's a little more difficult. But I mean,
it is that simple. I've actually taken those classes.
okay.
There you go.
Because
you put the 2 pads on, you do CPR, it tells you to stop so you can check pulse.
Oh, it gives you the instructions.
Yes, it's a voice. It either tells you to keep CPR.
It's a voice?
Yes, it says continue CPR and clear, administer shock. And once everyone's clear, you hit a button that shocks them if there is some kind of rhythm.
Okay.
But it'll take you step by step, at least as much as a machine.
Most places I've worked always tell us about the defibrillator, but they never tell
they
us
don't show
exactly
you how to use
what it does or how to use it. Like we know, but not. I'm pretty sure everybody's like, yeah, defibrillator. It's over there.
Yeah.
Like,
I hear you. Well, I mean, we'll give credit where credit is due.
Yeah,
That's pretty freaking awesome.
Think of the future. Everything's going to be drone.
It's true.
Yep.
Amazon's already testing it in certain places. All right, Lucas, you got one. Lucas has one, folks.
Finally.
Yes. From TMZ.com.
Okay.
Jason Derulo loses it in Vegas, fights guys who call him Usher.
Like Usher the singer?
Usher the singer.
So wait, were they calling him that to be dickheads, or they really think it was him?
I don't even remember what he looks like.
Jason Derulo?
Yes,
I know who it is.
Sure.
Eyewitnesses tell us Derulo and one of the men were passing each other on an escalator when the guy seemed to troll Derulo by yelling, "Hey, Usher, fuck you, bitch."
Wow.
That's when Derulo got pissed and punched him right in the face, sending the dude to the floor.
Okay. Nice. Well, give him credit, for knocking the guy, on his ass. That's pretty funny.
He's getting in trouble for that shit?
The guy probably got what he wanted, he's going to be able to sue, right?
More than likely, because
can't just punch people in the face.
Man, fuck it. Take it or leave it. If I say something to you, I know it's gonna piss you the fuck off and you punch me in the face.
Yeah, but the guy clearly wanted to get bitch slapped so he could sue and win some money. I think it's pretty obvious. I'm just saying. All right, Laz.
Texas mother allegedly put son in trunk of a car to avoid being exposed to COVID-19.
Oh my god!
This is from CNN. Bro. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? You feel me? So that a Texas mother has been charged with endangering a child after she allegedly placed 13-year-old son who had COVID-19 into the car's trunk to avoid being exposed to the virus, according to the warrant from Harris County District Attorney's Office. Sarah Bean.
Wow.
She's 41.
How did they find out?
I'm going to tell you right now. Arrived to Houston area COVID testing site on January 3rd. Have you ever been to one of those drive-up testing sites? Or
not drive-up, no.
The vaccine either?
No, I got out of my car. We all walked into a big military tent.
So, yeah, basically it's just like that, except you drive in.
Okay.
So then while she basically took her son to get and...
We just lost Lucas.
Oh, should we pause?
I don't know. It's kind of funny. This is a first. I don't think Lucas has ever lost
both hardwire and Wi-Fi.
All right. Well, I guess. We
can go through our news.
Yeah. So you.
So where are we? All right. So.
Yeah. How they find him?
So she arrived to the testing site January 3rd because her son had COVID before. So she pulls up to the site, which is you're driving through the tents or whatever. And while she's in line, the person that's asking for the information, she's giving the information about her son, and she's like, "Where's your son?" And she's like, "Oh, he's in the trunk."
Oh my god!
I'm like, the health director.
What the hell is going on?
I have no fucking idea. And then she goes. The mother warned her. She said that she put him in the trunk to avoid getting COVID, obviously. And he's lying inside the trunk. And she's like, the only way he can get tested is if he's sitting in the back seat. And then she went to get a police officer, and when she came back, she found him in the back seat of the car. And then they went through the cameras there's a camera at like a middle school across from the testing site.
Sure.
And they saw that she put him in the fucking trunk and pulled him out to do the test. Like, it's fucking crazy as fuck.
I
bro.
guess that'd be child endangerment,
Of
right?
course. Yeah, she's getting
Yeah.
charged with child endangerment. Her bond's $1,500.
Sure.
Fucking dumbass.
What a dumb
Sarah
broad.
Beam, idiot.
All right. So BBC anti-5G necklaces found to be radioactive. So necklaces and accessories claiming to protect people from 5G. Those of you chiming in right now, by the way, Lucas, we lost Lucas.
I'm sorry for exposing everybody to 5G with my phone right now.
Yeah,
Sorry,
right?
Seth.
Seriously. So the Dutch Authority for Nuclear Safety and Radiation Protection, ANVS, issued a warning about 10 products it found gave off harmful ionizing radiation. It urged people not to use the products, which could cause harm with long-term wear. There's no evidence that 5G networks are harmful to health. The World Health Organization says 5G mobile networks are safe and not fundamentally different from existing 3G and 4G signals. Mobile networks are non-ionizing radio waves that do not damage DNA. Despite this, there have been attacks on transmitters by people who believe they are harmful. It's like, I'll get you, transmitter. I'll show you. It's like the people that attack the speed cameras. You know, what are you doing? They're just going to put up another one. Like, you're wasting your time.
Fucking ignorant ass people, though, bro. Like,
I hear you.
I mean, standing in front of the microwave, you're gonna die.
Yeah. Well, you can't, because the microwave freaking wave, I think, is like like a half a centimeter, and those holes are super small. That's why the microwaves aren't going to get through, because the wavelength is bigger than the freaking hole. Duh. So the products identified included quote unquote energy armor, sleeping mask. So radioactive energy armor, sleeping mask, folks. Let's see if Lucas, there we go.
He said, let me in. I didn't see it.
There we go. Lucas.
Yeah, I see what he posts. Like,
Did you get taken by nice? Did you get taken by aliens? What happened, Lucas?
Solar flares.
Solar flares.
there
Okay.
we go.
Okay. So we're talking about radioactive products that have been banned recently. So we actually,
Donald Trump's sunbed.
No. Energy armor, sleeping mask, bracelet, and necklace. A bracelet for children branded Magnetics Wellness has also been found to be emitting radiation. Don't wear it anymore. Put it safely away and wait for their return instructions. So, pretty crazy. There's also a USB stick that was sold for 340 pounds.
I'm about to come up with some fake shit to just sell.
Dude, well, you can't get away with that here. Sweden, maybe things are a little bit more lax. I don't know.
And then you just put a disclaimer: product not real.
I guess.
Like something.
I just feel like anything with radioactive, like somebody, like our mail system looks for shit like that. I don't know. I could be wrong. Fucking A. All right, Laz, you're up.
I never really do like the popular celebrity newses.
Oh, other than Jason Derulo?
I didn't do that. That was
Lucas. Fair enough.
So, Instagram model maybe wants to sue Drake for putting pepper or hot sauce inside of a condom. So at first when I saw him, like, what the fuck are you trying to... So he put hot sauce in the condom. Oh, let me tell you what happened. So who's the chick?
Let
just
me guess.
Instagram model.
Did they give a name?
They didn't give her a name.
All right.
Just refer to as InstaHo.
All right, go through it. Maybe it'll come up.
So Instagram model was making pretty crazy claims about American superstar Drake after trying to steal. Isn't he from Canada?
He's Canada. Yeah.
Anyways, she tried to steal his sperm from a used condom. According to reports, the model claims that Drake has a weird way of stopping women from stealing his sperm. Drake and the IG model allegedly met up on Instagram, and the two decided to link up. A few weeks later, the model and Drake had a romantic encounter, and what happened next? Well, crazy. After the party, they went back to his hotel room. They smoked weed for a little bit. He asked if he wanted to have sex. She said he was very intent on ensuring things were consensual. They started a bit of foreplay. He rubbed and sucked her titties for a bit.
Wait, does it say rubbed and sucked her titties for a bit?
Yep.
What publication is this?
This one is Global Times.
The same ones that brought you 50 Shades of Grey.
That's not even the same one I sent you guys. They're talking about a lot of shit. And he eventually came back. So he had sex with her, came in the condom, went to the bathroom and put hot sauce in there, and then threw it in the trash. She went to the bathroom right away to grab the condom out of the trash can and poured it into her vagina, and then she started burning. And then she screamed. He ran into the bathroom, and he admitted that he poured a packet of hot sauce in the condom to kill the sperm.
God, bro,
Hold
this
on,
is
hold on.
insane.
It sounds crazy as fuck.
I mean, sounds crazy. It is crazy.
But I looked up. I put it on Google. I'm like, this has to be like almost.
First, we have breastfeeding a cat, and now this. Jeez.
And then she put the pictures on Twitter.
Of what?
Of what? Yeah.
She
Of the
posted pictures
condom?
of her burned potty cat on Twitter.
But there's no burn. It doesn't burn
Yeah,
you.
the hot sauce.
I worked at a restaurant once where we got like hot sauce on a woman's dress, and she like brought in later saying that it, like burned a hole in her dress, and we needed to get her a new dress.
Let me see where the one I sent you guys.
Good Lord.
Like, they're fucking crazy,
I
bro.
have a quick question.
Sure.
What color is hot sauce typically?
Red.
Red.
So why would you pour something red in you that's
Hey,
supposed
if you're gonna
without-
fucking-
But condoms, bro, like
If you're
you
gonna
can't,
get fucking
you're
pregnant-
not see-through.
If you're gonna get pregnant by,
Yeah, I think she's looking. She's not like,
she
I
thinks
wonder
she
what's
cares
in.
about hot sauce.
Yeah.
Fuck.
All right, so last one, Lucy Hooker, BBC. Miami's banking on cryptocurrency, and New York wants in. Miami already has a lot going for it. The sunshine, the beach, the Cuban coffee, the cafecitos. Now the city's mayor, Francis Suarez, wants to put it on the map for another reason. He wants to be the first to create a new way of raising money for the city through a new cryptocurrency, Miami Coin, no space, capital M, capital C. An experiment he launched this year could bring in so much revenue that there could be a future scenario where Miamians would no longer need to pay for municipal taxes. The Republican told the BBC, it is one aspiration, and beyond that, he hopes one day to be able to hand out Miami Coin to every resident as a kind of digital dividend. Miami Coin is just one part of Mr. Suarez's drive to establish Miami as a center for cryptocurrency. I believe we've been presented a very unique opportunity to diversify our economy, he said. Prior to a pandemic, over 60% of Miami's economy was service sector based. That left us particularly vulnerable to COVID, and I won't pass on the chance to change that. So, before I continue, it's pretty awesome, that he wants to do that, and he's looking for ways to, basically make sure that Miami is more balanced and less susceptible to taking hits like it did with COVID. So we got to give him credit for that for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
So,
but we are like a tourist-based economy. Like,
but if you can find another way to make some money, you got to,
Yeah, of course.
For sure. So let's see. Mr. Adams, a Democrat who's going to be taking over as mayor in New York, I think next month, he has talked about city employees getting paid in cryptocurrency and wants lessons on cryptocurrency in New York schools. He once heard that Mr. Suarez had asked to get his first paycheck in Bitcoin. The New Yorker requested the same for his own first 3 months' pay. Mr. Adams is backing a city's version of a cryptocurrency, NYC coin.
I don't think that's a good idea, though.
Why?
Because what happens when it goes down? Or it doesn't go down?
But we don't know. It could.
But here's the thing. Like, they're paying you.
Is it back? Is it backed by the dollar? Is it backed by the New York GDP? Like, I hear you.
Is it backed by just some fucking random ass shit that, today it's worth $3,000 and tomorrow it might be worth $1,000?
I mean, if it's, there are cryptocurrencies out there that are essentially, complete mirrors of the United States dollar. It's called fiat, essentially. And so what happens is if you are doing some sort of exchange, there are a lot of coins that are exactly the U.S. dollar. So when you want to purchase something, you get exact amounts. It's just a way to transact things. So maybe it's a coin that'll always be this amount no matter what. So when you're getting paid this with this, you know exactly what you're getting. But there's certainly a lot of questions they got to answer on that for sure. Go ahead, Lucas.
Yeah.
And you know what? I can't see Lucas, so I'm thinking that he probably actually had something to say.
No.
Like,
No,
I did a
does he
screen
actually
for
have
Lucas
something?
up there
he
somewhere.
doesn't have anything to say.
Does he actually have something this time? This time? Yes.
Not
Maybe
this
No,
time.
but like,
But he has. There's a couple times where he has.
yeah,
He's got-
sometimes. I need to see Lucas' face.
Yeah.
I don't know. Figure it out,
Aw.
Seth. See you next time.
Oh, all right. In June, Mr. Suarez hosted a Bitcoin conference in Miami that attracted 12,000 enthusiasts, including bankers, tech executives, and crypto entrepreneurs. The next one is already planned for April 2022. Anyone can mine Miami coin. When doing so, some of the proceeds of the mining go straight to the miner, and the rest goes to a nonprofit initiative that underpins the city tokens called City Coins. So Miami Coin, which launched in April, has generated over 20 million on behalf of the city, with around 3,500 people taking part in the minting process, according to City Coins. So, I mean, they're already doing it. I wish I would have known. I mean, I probably would have tried to mint or some shit like that. A little bit. But if you could get yourself some just for nostalgic purposes or just to diversify, I think it'd be cool. And
For a good cause.
yeah, and if you were to, right, Miami, but if you were to, want to invest, I mean, if there's an LA coin, of course you would think that'd be worth more than like the Cincinnati coin, right? Sorry, Cincinnati, just throwing it out there.
Why you being a dick to
The
Cincinnati?
Parksburg coin where Lucas lives. Fuck it, let's diversify it. So, but we'll see.
Who would
All
buy
right.
it?
I
You know you
I
miss
would. I
Parksburg.
totally would.
Of course,
You miss Parksburg.
but that's because he lives there. But who else is gonna buy it?
Yeah, that's true.
Like,
Not even Parksburgians. All right, Lucas.
It's time for
Wait a minute. What the fuck?
It's WTF News. Go for it, Lucas.
And so this is from USA. All right, just because my uncle sounds like that doesn't mean you can make fun of him for it.
Yeah. Okay.
that's your uncle, not his uncle.
Yeah. Sure.
Are you sure about that?
I don't know. Where
Okay.
that's going.
Okay. Okay.
All right. Okay.
Move it along.
So this article is from USA Today. From today.
Okay. Okay.
Yes, that's today. From
Well,
today.
today for us,
Today,
January 10th.
January 10th. Yes. I'll need that for the weather later, by the way, maybe.
Not the 10th.
As we
Yeah,
as
probably.
we'll usually do a week ahead.
Sure.
All right, so it's from today, and I thought it was what the fuck, but it's more what the fuck, that's awesome.
Okay, sure.
First pig to human heart transplant.
Oh, that's
yeah, I saw it.
awesome. Really?
Yeah.
No,
oh.
first successful.
Okay.
3 days post-op.
Didn't they do something like that before with a pig? Was
No,
it liver?
they were testing it.
No.
Remember, we had
Now
talked
they
about
did
it.
they did a pig to a kidney pig to human,
Yeah.
but he had a surgery that was back in September of last year, but December of last year he had like a follow-up surgery, but that ended up the patient ended as brain dead. They
Okay.
left him on life support to prove if this is viable,
Okay.
and they didn't see any rejection of the organ.
Okay.
What they're doing is they're actually gene altering these organs so they are more accepted
Okay.
into the body,
Sure.
and they're actually calling it a xenotransplant.
Xeno, ZX or XENO or ZENO? XENO.
XENO.
Okay.
Why do you have a problem with that?
I don't have a problem with it, but it's just, I mean, I guess if there's no other option, I don't know. I just feel like
More
we should
than
leave
100
the animal body parts. I mean, I know we do pig ligaments and stuff like that.
More than 100,000 people sit on an organ transplant wait list, suffering terrible symptoms, side effects, and about
You get. Yeah, you're an asshole for this one. You get
and
the
about 6,000 people die waiting for organs.
you get the heart, and then you have some fucking bacon, bro. Enjoy. Like,
Sure.
I mean-
if there's no other alternative and it helps and all that, absolutely. I don't know. I
I
feel like
wonder what like animal rights people and stuff like that are gonna think about it. But at the end of the
that's
day,
an interesting
they don't-
question.
They animal rights activists object to use of pig organs. There would be more human organs available for transplant if health authorities assumed everyone was an organ donor unless they opted out instead of the opt-in system.
I feel like the opt-in system, I guess it's religious bullshit, but I feel like the opt-in, yeah, I mean, I opt in, whatever. Unfortunately, I'm getting to the age where you're not going to want my shit anymore. When I was younger, I was like, yeah, go for it.
There is an absolute cutoff age.
I believe it.
I think I'm gonna do it.
You should. Why not? I mean, you got to do it when you get your license.
Yeah, man. That's like 8 years.
Well, so what's the news? The fact that they proved it viable because he lived this long, right? And it wasn't being rejected.
No, the first one was the kidney.
Yeah.
and he was on life support.
And this was the heart.
And he's
No, because I did read this, obviously, but he had the surgery in September of last year, then December with a follow-up, but there was a complication with that.
Okay.
That's the kidney.
Imagine that.
Yeah, the kidney.
But the heart one is successful.
Yeah, he's three days so far post-op from a transplant.
All right. Well, we'll see what happens.
Now the question is, would you rather a pig or a cow heart?
I don't
think you can do a cow.
I'm not going to even have this conversation.
Seth doesn't even want to even deal with that shit at all.
Yeah. I think, no spank you.
But we're not going to start. The thing is,
you got beef?
Yes.
they're going to start like raising pigs just for human transplants.
No, they're going to start. They've already started. I think it was they've grown like liver tissue. They're going to start growing them. That's what's going to happen because these stem cells, they know exactly what they need to do. If you can give it the right environment to let it do what it does, that's where it's gone. They're just going to grow you a brand new one.
9-hour surgery, by the way.
I believe it. I mean, there are surgeries that are longer than that.
You got to figure out how to fucking connect liver veins, human veins to pig veins.
And a heart, you got, yeah. I mean, is it the same? Is it 4 valves and all that? I assume.
What did you just dissect in school?
A worm and a frog.
No pigs.
Yeah. No pigs.
Did
you dissect a pig?
Yeah.
Really?
A small one.
What?
But it was never.
Little baby
It was
piglet?
never alive. They literally grew it just. Yeah, like they just literally did it just for that.
That doesn't make me feel better.
I know. But
right.
I mean, that was the closest thing to they said humans.
It's true.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we're going to take our next little break. We'll be back with weather. We got beef ass horror suck it. And last corner positivity. We'll see you in a bit. Boom. So, how is everyone? Are we ready to rock? All right. Well, then we're back. And I think we're going to go ahead and just jump right in.
Research Lucas with the weather.
Okay, Lucas. So, where do we have the weather this week?
This week, for the first time, no po dong. South Korea.
No po. So I guess that would be a penis that just really doesn't like the police that much. Just saying.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thought that was pretty good for sure. Thank you. So this dong likes no po. All right. So no po dong, South Korea, you said?
Yes.
Okay. No po dong.
Definitely not North Korea.
No, that's well. I don't think we'd ever get the weather from anywhere in that country.
It's always sunny.
Yeah, I'm sure it is. What's that, Lucas?
I saw an article where North Korea is asking for writing examples from like 10,000 of its citizens.
Writing examples?
Yes, how they write.
Oh, okay,
because
sure.
there was graffiti that said that Kim Jong-un is the son of a bitch.
So they asked everybody to. Wow, that's okay. You know, they have to pin it on somebody too. All right, so no dong po, no po dong, right?
No po dong.
No po dong. All right, let's start with Friday.
Friday, January 14th, high of 43, low of 28.
Ooh.
Mostly sunny,
Okay.
with the chance of precipitation at 0%, with the winds coming out of the northwest at 8 miles per hour.
8. Okay.
Saturday, January 15th, high of 48, low of 31. AM clouds, PM sunshine. That's new.
Yeah. Right.
0% chance of precipitation, with the winds coming out of the west-northwest at 5 miles per hour.
Wait, 0% chance? I don't know. Zero. I mean, maybe we're in the middle of like, you know, Egypt or something like that. What was it? Armenia? Yeah, it was Armenia. That was like 0. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Sunday.
January 16th, high of 49, low of 24. Partly cloudy, with the chance of precipitation at 3%, with the winds coming out of the west-northwest at 10 miles per hour.
Okay.
Monday,
So
January.
I'm going to jump in on Monday. So Monday, January 17th.
You better not screw it up, because it's Betty White's birthday.
Oh, really? Oh, man. Pressure's
Shit,
on.
let him do it.
So January 17th, Monday, high of 45. No, high of 43, low of 29. I'm going to say partly cloudy with the chance of precipitation at like 13%, with the winds coming out of the northwest at 6 miles per hour. Let's see how I did. Sounds
the date
like a
right.
sigh of okay, date. Nice. Off to a good start.
You said high of 45?
Yep.
High of 42.
Actually, 2, 3, 4. Yep. That's within the 3. Yeah.
Yeah. You said a high of 20 or low of 29.
Yep.
Low of 23.
Ooh. Wow. Okay.
You said partly cloudy,
Yep.
mostly sunny.
Ooh. Oops.
You said chance of precipitation at 13%,
Yep.
0%.
Oh, this is a bad one.
0.
You need me to talk shit.
Last week was awful too. All right.
wasn't
What
that
about the
bad.
wind?
You said northwest at 6 miles per hour.
Yep.
It'll be northwest at 10 miles per hour.
I said northwest too, right? All right.
Yeah.
That's within the 5. Okay. So it's, you know, around 50%, más o menos.
America's grandmother, I don't think she'll be too upset at you.
No. No po dong. We like it. All right, Lucas.
Search Lucas with the weather.
All right. Well, I guess with that, we can go ahead and move into everyone's 4th favorite segment, I would guess, at this point.
Beef suck it.
So we'll go ahead and start with Lucas, because Lucas has one. Which one of them do you have, Lucas?
That's kind of a mix between am I an asshole and I got beef.
Am I an
Okay.
asshole?
What? You got beef?
Please take it away, Lucas.
So I got a message from what I thought was a long-standing friend.
Okay. Wait.
Oh, wow.
Wait,
Thought
you got-
was different.
You
On
got a
Facebook.
message from what you thought was a really good, long-standing friend.
Yeah, I've
Okay.
known him. John knew him.
Okay.
Several years ago, I helped him out, mowed his lawn, because
Sure.
years and years ago.
Are we
he-
talking about grass?
yeah.
Yes.
And, I helped him out. He didn't have, much money,
Sure.
but he gave me collectible coins, which I took as an even trade.
What did
Okay.
you have to do for him?
I just mowed his lawn.
Good Lord.
So I get a message a couple days ago from him after being, off the face of the earth. From a year, ask-
my lawn, bro, it just didn't have that professional look. Just thought I'd let you know you suck.
You
yeah.
could have did a better job.
Suck it.
But he asked for those coins back or the money for them.
Okay.
And it's been about 7 years, I want to say.
So wait, 7 years later, he wants the coins back?
Yeah, with the money for it. And I told him I sold them, which I did because I needed the money at one point.
But he never paid you, right?
He gave you the coins as payment.
Yeah. Okay.
And I told him I sold it because I needed the money. He called me a dick, saying that I made money off of him, and not offer him anything from a gift he gave to me.
So 7 years ago, you mowed his lawn. How much would you have made if he were to give you the money for said lawn mow?
$30.
30?
How big is this property?
Third of an acre. It probably would have been 30. Honestly, mow and weed whack, $30-$40.
And how much
mow and a weed
worth?
whack? It's the mow weed whack combo, folks.
Mow whack.
Sure.
How much are the
whack
coins
a
worth?
mow?
Yeah. But what was that, Laz?
How much are the coins worth?
It wasn't anything too much.
Okay.
But it wasn't enough to cover. But
Well, after 7 years, go fuck yourself.
But he is going through some serious medical stuff, but he called me a dick because I sold, something that he gave to me as payment.
Payment, sure. I don't think you're an asshole. I think after 7 years, it's too late. It's too late.
I didn't even dignify him with an answer. I just straight blocked him because I live so drama-free.
Straight blocking you, son.
Dumbass.
I live so drama-free that I don't, you come at me even that quick without even asking how I'm doing.
Come at me, bro.
Come at me, bro. You didn't even ask me how I'm doing. God. All right, bro. Well, that's fair. I mean, I don't think you're an asshole. I think he needs to go over it, and that's it. Correct, Laz? You agree?
Yeah, fuck him.
Yeah. All right.
I mean,
fuck
they
him.
might be friends again, so you never know.
Yeah. As soon as Lucas finds those coins.
As soon as Lucas' pussy stops hurting.
All right. So, wow. Really? So
Really?
my beef is with you're in the lane. You need to turn left. There's a light there. And the dickhead in front of you, instead of driving into the intersection, stops before the crosswalk, holds everybody up when
Because he needs to go straight.
Yeah. What's that?
Because he needed to go straight? Or?
No, but you know how when you're going to make that left and it's green, but there's cars coming from the opposite lane, and you want to make that left, but you can't because of the cars. Instead of pulling into the intersection, so when it turns yellow and the cars stop, then you can go, the person stops behind, the person in front of you is behind the crosswalk holding everybody up. And it just pisses me off. It's like, move into the intersection so I can move into the intersection. And then when the light turns, yellow and everyone stops, we can both make that left. But instead, the dickhead just stops. And it happens all the time. It's annoying. If I can, I'll just move around him and sit in front of him. Because, stop stopping before the crosswalk. Excuse me, sir, but you're supposed to stop before the crosswalk and not in the middle of the intersection. Yeah, that's why we're still sitting here, dickhead. So I don't know. It's just one of my little pet peeves. Just move into the intersection. I'll try to go around and I'll just scoot in front of them. And then when it turns yellow, everybody stops, slows down, then stops. I get to make my left. And then the dickhead is still sitting there at the intersection.
You've been living in North Miami for a little too long. It's already getting to you.
Well, I mean, this is everywhere. It's actually mostly happens when I get to North Bay Village area. But anywhere you go, you see it. But on Biscayne, you're not making... lefts into there's only on the beach do you actually have cross traffic like that. You don't really see that as much. Anyway, just one of my little deals there. Go ahead, Lucas. He looks like he has something really amusing to say.
No, I was coming back. Rockvale Outlets.
Yeah, for sure.
I was coming back from that. I can't remember which. I think it was where the Steamboat Hotel is.
Steamboat, sure.
And the car to the left of me, that would be in the left lane.
Yes.
Asked me politely if they could cut in front of me because I need to make a turn.
Sure.
That was the first and only time that somebody's asked politely to cut in front of me.
I mean, I don't know if I've ever they come up to the window and they're like, "Hey, can I?"
No.
But you'll do the thing where they look at it's like, "Hey, can I just get in there?"
They put a little hand up.
Yeah.
No, they rolled down the windows.
And then you're pissed off at yourself for making eye contact.
Yeah, no, and they were like, "Hey, sorry, we have to make this turn right in front of you, and I don't want to fight with traffic.
Sure.
Can we cut in front of you?"
Yeah, for sure.
No problem.
Very
no
nice,
problem.
yeah.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, no problem. Thank you.
Well, that's a great little story there. Nice little tidbit of an anecdote, as it were.
If they ask. They can't see me.
I don't think we have any updates. Betty White's still dead, so there's no update
shit.
there.
You're a dick.
What an asshole, bro.
Bob Saget
Bob Saget passed away. That's actually pretty sad.
I didn't know he was. I really he was a bit of a dick when he was alive. I guess.
I mean, people said that about him for sure. I remember Dad at one point. Lucas' dad had this massive. It's still there. Collection of VHS tape where he just recorded comedy improv, and Bob Saget had one where he sang about his childhood. It was one of the funniest episodes on there for sure. So anyway,
I have to find a working VHS player then.
yeah, you should. They're in there somewhere. There's a bunch of them. I'm sure the quality. I mean, obviously, just TV quality back then was awful. All right, Laz, well, here we go.
Laz's corner of positivity.
Wait, no B for Laz?
No, nothing.
No, I
it's
had a good
amazing,
week.
right?
What the
It's
hell?
like real positivity already. Look at that.
Start off the new year.
Yeah, right.
Positively. Let's go. Fuck it.
He was here last week with some beef, though, so it's too late for that, Lucas.
Yeah. We're already almost 2 weeks in, bro.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Uber driver who got a hotel room for teen passenger after stuck on I-95 gets offered a new job.
So, wait, Uber driver, what?
So basically, the Uber driver got a hotel room for one of his passengers.
Okay. Wow.
Because this is from CNN. Devontae Williams was just focused on getting his passenger home safely to her parents during the more than 5 hours they were stuck on Interstate 95. I think we were talking about it last week.
Yep.
When the snowstorm.
Up in Virginia.
Yeah.
It was like 24 hours for some people.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, that snowstorm, which you just said, left people and motorists stranded for 24 hours. He agreed to take the trip from Washington D.C. to Williamsburg, Virginia. He picked up a girl at Union Station at 2 a.m. because her train got canceled because of the weather conditions. And the 20-mile trip was a 2.5 hour trip. So he noticed that everybody was stuck, and at that time,
meanwhile, he's making like bank.
yeah, he only made $107 for the trip.
Sure.
But while he was in the Uber with the girl, he can hear her talking to her family, and she's trying to get home, whatever. But she wasn't able to get, obviously, because of the traffic and the fucking storm. He just turned around and didn't want to leave her back in Union Station, so he offered to pay for a hotel for her. And
wow, she must have been real cute, man.
she was she's a kid.
Oh.
Yeah, and he just didn't want to leave her over there. Like,
Jeez.
so don't be fucking dirty, bro.
Right.
Anyway,
I'm just saying. All right.
not a kid, but like a teenager.
Sure.
Yeah. So
Then the person was definitely worried about her. So
yeah,
that's
he
cool.
just didn't want, because she was young. He didn't want to leave her
Sure.
like randomly stranded there. So he ended up getting a hotel room for her. She was reluctant at first because obviously it seems probably kind
Sure.
of weird. But she was on the phone with her family, and he paid for it, and she stayed there. And they well, she told him she was safe and she was staying in the hotel, and they paid him his back for the hotel room, and then he got offered a job for luxury transport
Sure.
as like somebody that deals with customer relations.
Sure.
So that's pretty cool.
That's pretty cool. Hell yeah, dude. I can certainly appreciate that. You know, you have the Indeed. There's all these assessment tests you can take on, you know, typing to salesmanship to leadership to just everything. And one of the ones I got expert in was customer service. I'm like, psh,
That's what he's getting. Customer service, training drivers on customer service.
that's what's up.
Yeah.
That's what's up. Well, we definitely like that. No doubt about that. We, you know, that's pretty cool. Yeah, dude. That
Because most people would probably left their ass.
that stuff in Virginia is ridiculous. And you know what? You can counter that. Just get out there with the damn salt trucks. But a lot of states, they're just not prepared. Like up in New York and Jersey.
So much open, random roads with just forests and like a highway.
Sure, but 95 should be the one route. You don't have to worry about that crap. Get out there with the damn salt trucks. Lay the salt down early. Keep laying the freaking salt down.
Oh, you did live closer there.
Yeah, like up in Pennsylvania, you know, you get a lot. I mean, Maryland, Virginia area didn't get as much snow, but like up in Philly, and then once you start getting up in New York, tons.
Yeah, but they're
still
ready for
enough.
it over there.
Yeah,
Virginia
exactly.
not, yeah.
Well, they certainly need to get ready for it because there's all kinds of like everyone. The reason they stopped calling it global warming is because yes, the Earth is warming, but some places are getting a lot more rain. Some places are getting a lot more snow. You know, it's just things are changing. All right. Well, I guess that's pretty much our show. So, any last minute thoughts, anyone? No? All right. Well, then I guess this is Seth and Mike 1. That is Laz in Mike 2. That is Lucas in Mike 3.
Hey.
And that's all of us, folks. Just a cute little trio over here. We'll see you next week. Boom. Damn, it's like totally perfectly timed booms there.